Hey guys, Xel'crin here, and today we're here to play yet another Killing Floor map, and I know I'm late and I'm sorry, but you know, this shit happens. Crap always happens. I screw up a lot, you know how this works, but I'm here. You're gonna get free videos, but anyway, let's move on. So, Mario is what we're playing, of all things, this week. Mario level 1 through 2. Now, I've seen screenshots. For some reason, there is nothing here. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. But there's nothing there for some reason. So, we'll see what it is. I'm hoping it's, well, right, okay, we have another one of those cases where the map is apparently multiple titles. So that's brilliant. I'll have to make a note of that. In fact, here we go. Note made! Anyway, so from what I get, it's basically World 1 through 2 for Mario, a game I have actually played for once. So let's see how realistic this is. Oh god. Am I gonna get hit with a... You know I'm going to. Hey, with the state of YouTube these days, I really don't even care if my fucking shit gets, like, fucking claimed at this point. Like, please don't. Please don't. Now that I think about it when I say it, but please don't. But, even if you claim it, I curse. Like, guys, I curse. Like, I'm not gonna make money. So, I don't know. We'll see. Because YouTube's a mess right now, but we're gonna keep the politics out of this. I'm sure some of you probably want to get away from that mess, and I'm trying to keep that out of this, so there we go. Anyway. Right off the bat, though, there's definitely some... Custom music is always cool. I always like it. The only issue is, of course, as a YouTuber, it's always a problem for me, but... Yeah, we'll see. Some nice tunes, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking this remix. Now, what would be cool is if they had, you know, obviously put in the description who the fuck made it. Maybe they did. I'll have to take a look. But as far as I know, there is no information like that. So, and okay, so yeah, we truly are in a situation where, once again, there's multiple titles for this map. Don't get me wrong. Okay, let's just talk about purely the map standpoint here and stop talking about music and YouTube, my own lifestyle. So basically, the map so far is amazing. I actually really like it. The issue, of course, is it is just basically Mario. It's really cool, but it's, once again, suffers from... God, what did I call it? Let me get it up. Hang on one sec. Alright, we're back. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this. Getting back to the swing of things. And it's called Intro Amazement Syndrome. That's what we've come up with here. I literally made it on a Word document in that one video we made. And I'm forever going to use it for the rest of days, probably. I'm just going to need to remind myself of it because it's just so... You know, it's not even a difficult concept, honestly. It's a pretty simple concept. It's just, I'm a genius. Don't you know? I'm brilliant when it comes to this stuff. But yeah, I feel it suffers from that, because while it looks really well, and this is pretty much spot on to what, almost, I mean, I see some things, like, obviously, unless this is the secret room over here. Oh, wait. Yes, it is. Obviously, it's not perfect, but you know what it is. If you've never played the original Super Mario Bros., guys, you don't know what you're missing. That was the shit. Like I was terrible at it. I'm not gonna lie, I was terrible at that stuff, but it was still fun. And it's still an experience worth having, just because it was one of the most, you know, it was one of the biggest games that have ever come out back in the day. It is like the video game that kind of started things. I know that shouldn't be a controversial subject to some people, but at least it was for me. That was one of the really big talked about things in my circles. So I don't wanna, you know, say that it was the most important game, because obviously the Pawn was important for its contributions as well, but you know, I feel Mario is what really kind of made the whole emphasis on fun over other things. So what I don't like is the fact that we I thought we crashed there. We cannot go up on these things no matter what we do, so there's no way up there, so that's just brilliant. So that's unfortunate. We can't actually explore the upper reaches of this level, so it's a little bit interesting, because when we look at this, for example, how exactly are the Zeds going to actually get through? That in itself, I actually have to experiment here. What are we dealing with? Come, friends. Obviously, the spiders can get through, but what about... Okay, the clots can get through. What all can get through and what can't? Can everything actually get through? I'm actually kind of extremely curious right now. Can everything get through or not? Like, could the bloats actually fit? I'd imagine not, right? Because, yet again, when I say that, the clots somehow are fitting. That's what baffles me. Perhaps, I'm guessing that, with my fucking luck, it's that, it's something to do with player models. My guess is, what the hell, they are spazzing out, though. But I'm guessing it has to do with the fact that Plots probably, and possibly all Zeds, hang on, we're going to see here. This is going to be a test in player model sizes. But my guess is that they actually, yeah, they just phase through walls. Or they don't, well, they don't necessarily phase for walls, but their collision is, well, actually, yes, they do phase for walls. What am I saying? Yeah, see? They just phase through it. So, yeah, I'm guessing it has to be has something to do with their phase detection or something, or possibly even, it might have actually been mapping, or it could just very well be that there's something with their hitboxes. I don't know. I don't honestly know. Because that would make sense, just when you shoot them in the head, you know, obviously it hits them and everything. I don't know. I don't know, guys. That's engine-y stuff, and obviously I didn't make the killing floor engine, so I don't know the exact specifics of that kind of stuff. But I've learned from experience, so I'm just gonna, we're just going to assume, we're not gonna dot that on a score or anything. I think that's strange, but I'm not so sure that can really be helped in this situation. And I'm an idiot. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna be alive much longer here, because at this point, it's like I said, it suffers from intro amazement syndrome. Like, it's good. I like the music. In fact, the music is like the thing I'm enjoying the most about this map, which is unlikely for a lot of these things I do. But I feel we've done it. Like, we've seen it all. We get it. It's done. We've completed the map, and now we're just trying to survive in it. Like, there's not much else to really critique here necessarily. I will say, can you fall for this? You sure can. We're dead. Oh! Oh, we can't even die properly. I wonder if that's because we were a berserker, or if that was literally scripted to happen like that. I'm actually kind of curious. Like, right now, if I were to jump off this edge at this low health, would I die? Or was that literally just pure luck? Oh, no, I'm dead. Okay, so that was literally just pure luck. So, yeah. Short map, I know, but we had seen most of it, and there was an easy way out, and, you know. Let me think here. I feel we played enough of it to get an honest criticism of it, and I believe it's not a terrible map. It's definitely not a terrible map. In fact, it's a really cool map. I like the design. I like the idea behind it, and I think it's a well-done map. And for that, it's obviously not going to get a terrible score, but it's also not going to get a, 10 of 10. Because while it was cool, while it was fun, that you did just base it off of another game, and on top of that, after like 3 waves, you're already like, okay, we get it. What else is there? And then you realize there's nothing, and then you just kind of are fucked, which seems to happen with a lot of these intro amazement syndrome maps, which is unfortunate but true. And I swear to God, if someone actually gets mad at me for saying this, the intro amazement syndrome thing, that is just my own personal term for it. I don't have a personal term for it. If you would like to give me one, go for it. But anyway, I'm trying to think what we should give this. I liked this map, don't get me wrong. It was really fun, and I could see it being pretty cool, maybe if you had some friends to entertain you, but in itself, and just judging it bare bones without any actual, without any actual friends to help me continue to do it, I believe it's decent. And while they definitely nailed the theme and the graphics and everything correct for this map, the biggest problem is, of course, you play it for a little bit and you get bored of it after you realize, oh, cool, it's just a complete replica of, not entirely a complete replica, but a recreation and killing floor to the best of the map maker's ability of World 1 of 2 from Mario. But, Super Mario Bros. Specifically. Sorry if you hear noises. I fidget a lot. I really need to stop that. I'm sorry. But, you guys would be laughing at me. Fucking fidgeting all over the place. But, I'm trying to think here. I think... Well, see, there was also the map issue, which I did highlight. Because it is a big thing. Not the map issue, the name issue that we had here, which is, technically still the map. You know what I mean. We have the issue in which it's, as you see here, it's clearly titled Mario 1-2 version 3. Obviously, they would just say Mario 1-2 or whatever the fuck, probably. Or whatever the hell they were trying to go for. And it also says on the Steam page. But when you look at it, not only does it not have a preview, it also doesn't have the same name in your Killing Floor map list here. It's called, let's see what it was called again. Come right up, please. It's called Mario Underground. So, and somehow that's made for 6 to 10 players. I don't think the guy actually did any testing of that. Though he must have done testing to know that wall he made just perfectly somehow managed to not block the Zeds, which was impressive. I almost thought we were going to have to criticize him for it, but we didn't. We didn't have to, because they must have done some balancing. They must have done some beta testing, so I don't know why they neglected certain things, but perhaps laziness. I don't want to call a map maker lazy, but when I play this map, I honestly get a vibe that it was, and I don't want to say the word experiments, but more or less a, what's the word I'm looking for here? More of a form of, we're not going to mean this literally, but I guess the best way I can put it is like kind of like a college project, if that made sense. Like you get some friends, or maybe you do it on your own, and you're like, boom, I have an idea. We're going to make Mario in Killing Floor, because why not? And people put some work into it, they put some effort into it, and people judge it on its merits and its bare bones, and I think it, in that regard, it did well. But the issue is, as an actual standalone map, I feel it is not the best. I feel, at least I was getting a little bored with it. So, and obviously all reviews are entirely subjective or opinionated. Opinionated is a better word, because objective and subjective confuse the fuck out of people, and sometimes I even fuck up what I'm even saying, because I'm a genius. So let's just say, for easier sake, let's say all reviews are opinionated, and because of that, I believe this is, what's the number sticking in my head? I feel it is more of a, I'll have to go with a 7. It's not terrible, as I said. They did well for what it is. I feel the map is a little bit, as I said, it gets dull after a while, but just seeing, actually, here's the thing about it too. I played Mario, as I said, so I can actually judge it by not just the map itself, its bare bones, like how the map is itself, but also I can judge it by how closely they replicated the actual Mario games. So, obviously, this says a lot about my reviews in the past, and that's why I just said all reviews, at least my reviews, I'm not arguing, are objectively correct. Not always. I feel I have things that are objectively correct, yes, in them, but not wholly. I don't believe the whole is objective. I believe the whole is probably full of opinion, but that's just how things work. I'm giving this disclaimer because I knew going into this map that this was probably going to happen. The fact is, I've played this, so I can actually see what they were trying to go for here, and I can actually essentially project my memories of how I remember the map into this map, and then kind of compare it. Alright, sorry if you saw a jump cut, that was me, just so I remind myself while I'm editing, but, yeah, but before we get more off topic, because I'm just in one of those moods, clearly I need a fucking ice pop to shut my mouth, I believe it's a 7 to 10, it was a good map. Standalone, not the best, but for what they were going for, and even the music and stuff, they did a good job. I feel they did a good job, and because I can actually compare it to something I've played, in this case, something I've actually experienced myself, I feel I can accurately give this comparison to it, and therefore it also can contribute to its score, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does to some of you. If not, well, I'm sorry. I am very sorry. But anyway, before I start rambling, let me give my general disclaimer, because I do not believe I have given my disclaimer for this map. Map maker, I am not out to get your map or in any way. I am not out to destroy you. I am not out to do anything like that. I'm not out to weed out anyone, or I'm not out to put the iron fist down that is Xel'crin and say, I am right, as I explained earlier. I am here simply giving my opinion and telling you what I think about this map. Personally, I don't think you could have done much better, except maybe, I don't know. Like, if you want, the only change I could really see is maybe making it more interactive in a sense that you could jump on the things. But that would involve a lot of scripting and a lot of fucking, like, reinventing of the wheel when it comes to goddamn Killing Floor's engine and fall damage and shit. So I could see why you didn't, and in fact, I'm not even sure if it's possible. Well, I shouldn't say that. Anything is possible if someone puts enough work into it, probably. I'm almost 90% certain anything... Okay, let me rephrase that. I am very certain that 90% of people's ideas can be put into action with Killing Floor stuff, okay? That's just my thing, though. I'm not bringing that statistic out of fucking thin air from, like, a website or something like that, I mean. I am bringing it out of thin air. What am I saying? I'm bringing this out of thin air from my thoughts, if that makes sense. Okay, I sound like an idiot. I know. But, sorry about that. So, you know what I hope you know what I mean. Take my criticism with a grain of salt. I'm getting back into this. I'm sorry if I sound terrible. But, take my criticism with a grain of salt. I'm not out to get you. I'm here to... I do this because I care. I want to see the Killing Floor community continue, even though a lot of people have been moving to Killing Floor 2, and eventually I'll probably branch out to Killing Floor 2 as well. But, obviously, I'll still do this. Don't get me wrong. But I feel that it is important to try and help people improve on any mistakes I've seen, or just give my overall thoughts, period, because it's a free fucking country. It's not just a free fucking country. It's the internet should be free at this point. Obviously, it's not, but it might as well be, because there's so much shit that happens here that is you wouldn't believe would be allowed in some countries. Like, people can talk like me, essentially, and some people can get away with it in countries where they would never be able to do it in, like, real life. So obviously, you know, it's a free world. Let me say that. It's a free... Let's just call the internet free, okay? For lack of a better word. The internet is free for the most part. Obviously not in price. Holy hell, let's not even talk about how much we pay. But, yeah. So I feel it's important to get my thoughts out there. I feel it's important to try and help you guys improve if I can. And, yeah. So, that's that. And for my general audience, thank you so much for watching this. I know I'm a little bit out of it if you've watched my previous videos. Or maybe I sound fine to you guys, I don't know. But I feel a little out of it, and that's because shit's been happening. And, you know, obviously, as I mentioned, the YouTube crap is a little bit, well, nonsense. But other stuff's been happening, and I was late with this, and for that I am sorry. So hopefully you guys can forgive me. Obviously, if you don't, I fully understand. I fucked up. I know I fucked up. I know I kind of laughed there, but I don't mean that because it's funny. I mean that because it's just how absurd it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I put a lot of work into these videos, but let's be honest here. I'm playing a video game, you know? Like, come on. Let's just shut the fuck up, tune out the real world, and let's just have some fun. And let's just record a video. That's the mentality I should have, but unfortunately I struggle with that sometimes. So if you've made it to this far in the video, I would just like to say, once again, I hope you're not getting tired of hearing this, because I say it a lot. Thank you. Thank you for the support. And thank you for dealing with my bullshit. And hopefully you understand. Obviously, like I said, if you don't, I don't blame you. I know I fucked up. I fucked up bad. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, guys. This has been Xel'crin. Thank you so much for watching, and if you can forgive me, thank you for forgiving me. And I will see you in the next video, stream, or wherever the fuck you find me. You got 2 more videos coming this week, guys. Enjoy it.